ladies and gentlemen of the internet, it's RJ, and today we will be taking a look at the Ultraman Nexus Junis Blue. Starting with articulation, the figure's head is on somewhat of a ball peg, so we can look up as well as down slightly. And it can turn a little bit, although it is extremely limited. The neck is on a ball joint, although out of the box mine was incredibly tight, so all I would get out of the figure was really this. The arms can bend. There's a forearm swivel. The elbows are double jointed. And the hands are on a ball peg. There's a ball joint in the chest, as well as in the midsection. The thighs are on a hinge and a ball joint, so they can kick as well as be swung down. I just bumped the camera, the knees are double jointed. And just like the hands, the feet are on a ball peg. And as I continue to keep forgetting, the feet are on a hinge. Or not the feet, the toes are on a hinge. Moving on to detail, the small bulbs on Nexus's forehead are sculpted out of a translucent plastic, as are the eyes, which have various small ridges going down them. You can see the figure's mouth, the blue warning light, the translucent red energy core, and the various silver markings on the figure's upper body. And I accidentally touched his ultra junk. Here are his sideburns, the back of his helmet, and these small translucent pieces of plastic on the figure's back. And as you can notice, I took the small plastic segment out of the back because it kept falling out and getting on my nerves. I don't want to talk about that. His armed Nexus Gauntlet. His other armed Nexus Gauntlet, which many of the effect parts peg into. His legs, which are actually different from his red counterpart. His feet. The fins on the back of his calves, I think they're called. I'm not too familiar with anatomy, I'm stupid. And this blue segment at the back of his helmet. A red warning light. The cross-ray storm, which is perfect if you want to impale your hands about 1,000 times when trying to put it on. A pair of open flat hands. A pair of splayed open opera hands. I was filming the whole time, wasn't I? An alternate adapter for the Arrow Ray Storm effect part. An alternate Gauntlet adapter for the Sword Storm effect part. By removing the plastic cap at the front of the Arrow Ray Storm effect part, as well as the blade from the Sword Storm effect part, you can recreate the Over Arrow Ray Storm effect part. And by doing the exact opposite of that process, you get something that can only be described as the nub of justice. While not an effect part of this figure's own, since the two have literally the exact same skin color, you can steal some of Zero's effect parts. Or if you're crazy, you can just say that Nexus used his magical retcon abilities to send Zero to an alternate dimension where he can pretend he doesn't exist. Here he is compared to some of his Ultra Act brethren. Here he is with some Spark dolls. And finally some of Bandai's larger 6-inch scale figures. Due to this figure's blue color scheme as well as his many intricate silver markings, this figure has quite the shelf appeal among your other Ultra Act figures. Overall, I would say this is a figure you should definitely pick up if you're a fan of the Ultraman Nexus character or just the line in general.